computer at the same time is probably not a bad idea as well. Number 4 is router configuration. And I'm just going to go ahead and say this. Not everybody is going to have the ability to adjust their router configuration. If you don't want to buy networking equipment and you only have the modem with the router, built into it that the internet provider provides, then great. Don't worry about this tip because you're probably not going to be able to adjust those settings. But if you do have your own router, there are things like network prioritization, device groups, and bandwidth allocation of where you can adjust those per groups and per device to make sure you have the bandwidth you need to live stream. The reason I'm not going to go in depth to this is because each router and even each router from specific manufacturers could be very different in how those are set up and the specific names that they use. That's what's kind of annoying to me as an IT person. This manufacturer might use a completely different name for how they segregate those, device allocation and bandwidth allocation compared to what this brand might use. And it's really annoying and frustrating for me, and I would do nothing but probably confuse some of you that aren't as tech savvy whenever it comes to the network side. But if you are comfortable with it, router configuration might be a process that might help you stop dropping frames. Tip number 5 is kind of a cop-out, and that is just adjust stream settings. Part 2 is coming soon of where we go in depth into those settings, and I show you what to dial in inside of OBS to help you stop dropping frames while you're streaming. This is very important and in some ways might be more important to the reason you're dropping frames than any of the network stuff we're talking about. If you've got a gig fiber, a gig up and a gig down, these settings probably aren't the problem. They probably aren't the problem of what's causing you to drop frames. So be sure to get subscribed and be ready for that video because that video is going to come out soon. Like I said, I've got a background in IT and networking, computer management and stuff like that. So I deal with all this stuff on a day-to-day basis, and my goal is to hopefully help you learn a little bit and help your stream as